Yikes! Hey guys, and welcome to today's YouTube Idiots video. Today, we have the now infamous cruise ship Karen, who gets kicked off of a cruise ship for testing positive for COVID-19 and has a public freakout. So let's begin.
This is us leaving. So everybody knows. They're sanitizing behind me because I supposedly have COVID. Okay, can you imagine? Oh my God, look how they locked us all out. Look at this. We have to stop for 5 minutes with these masks on my face that I can't breathe. I have asthma.
It's becoming a recurring theme in these Karen videos where the Troglodyte Karen has some sort of debilitating disease that prevents them from wearing a mask, but allows them to scream like a banshee for 30 minutes straight.
This is what we're going through because they made a mistake. Their error is costing me a vacation with my friend Valerie that I took her for her birthday. We spent 1 day on the ship and the rest, yesterday and today, in our room as prisoners. Prisoners because of their mistake.
So as with most of my videos that I cover, there's absolutely zero context as to why Karen is freaking out. So I did a little bit of research, and this is my opinion of what probably happened. Caribbean Cruise Lines sold this Karen a ticket, and when she told them that she was an unvaccinated team-killing fucktard, they told her that she was going to have to be tested prior to getting on the ship, and then once she boarded the ship as well. It should also be noted that vaccinated passengers did not need to take the COVID-19 test when they boarded the ship, only the unvaccinated ones. So when she boarded the ship, somehow or another, she got a wristband that was meant for vaccinated people. Apparently, there were sections of the ship that everyone had access to, and there were sections of the ship that only vaccinated passengers had access to. When the personnel realized that there was an unvaccinated passenger who also didn't take the test, they forced her to take a COVID-19 test, which subsequently she tested positive for. At that point, her and her friends were confined to their quarters until they reached port, which is where we're at now.
Okay, we tested negative for COVID. They want to test me with the thing in the back of my throat and tell me I tested positive. I cannot wait to go home to see my doctor. I'm going to get 3 COVID tests when I go home. Not one symptom, not a headache, not a sniffle, not a freaking water cockies, diarrhea, nothing.
It's called being asymptomatic, Karen. You know, when you're infected with a disease, but you show no symptoms of that disease.
And this is what I'm going through. Can you imagine this? It looks like oompa, oompity, boop, whatever that, right? Willy Wonka? I feel bad for the workers that they have to be in this sweaty outfit.
Show them our complaint form.
Here's our complaint. We asked them for a complaint form so we could fill out a complaint form of everything that they put us through. This is what they gave us, a freaking piece of stationery. You getting this? You getting this? Okay, hope you all got that.
Well, Karen, you could always ask for a second complaint form to complain about the first complaint form. Kind of like an Inception complaint.
They closed off the freaking floor in our room. Look at our luggage. It's wrapped in freaking plastic. Well, at least it won't get dirty at the airport. One good thing, right? Look, they sanitize everything. As if we're really contagious. As if I really have COVID.
You think they're disinfecting for COVID-19? No, they just want to make sure no one else catches Karenitis.
I had COVID 3 months ago. I have high positive antibodies. I took the test at my doctor's office. High positive.
Cool story, Karen. Unfortunately for you, it's already been shown that a previously infected individual can get infected again. That's one of the many reasons why getting vaccinations are important.
Look, just look, there's an ambulance outside for us. Oh wait, you're not putting me in no ambulance. You're not putting me in a car until Keith comes down here. If he's not down here, I'm not going in unless Keith comes down here. He's got to sign that paper, and I want a copy of it. Valerie, no, I said don't take me out yet until Keith signs the paper. Don't roll me back anymore. Then don't take me down here. I'll jump right off this wheelchair, and if I get hurt, you're going to be doubly responsible.
So let me get this right. If you hurt yourself jumping out of the wheelchair, then you're gonna sue them for damages.
Right.
Put the brakes on right now, because we ain't freaking moving. I'm gonna be in charge of my own fucking life. I'm tired of Royal Caribbean telling me what I gotta do when you're lying to us. They're lying!
Boy, that escalated quickly.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, my name. Can I talk to you for a second?
Sure. If you don't, I'm letting you know I'm on video.
Okay.
Okay.
My name's John.
Hi, John.
We're here as part of Get IC to get you back to New York.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know what the hold up here.
All right. My upsetness is nothing to do with anybody here.
Okay.
Okay.
So who the fuck were you screaming at then, Karen? Seems like you're pretty pissed off at everyone except the person to blame. You.
Hi, how are you? I'm fuming because the cruise ship required us to get a PCR test prior to coming on the cruise ship, which we complied to. We did that.
Right.
We tested negative.
Right.
I had COVID 3 months ago.
Right.
I have high antibodies. I went to my doctor, got the blood work done.
Right.
We come on the cruise. The guy wheels me up to the thing. We check ourselves in. They give us a purple band. I said, "Is this for non-vaccinated people?" The guy said, "Yes, it is." I said, "Okay, thank you." We asked the guy in the wheelchair, "Is this for non-vaccinated people?" He said, "Yes, it is." I said, "Okay."
You're missing the point, Karen. You're not being kicked off for having the wrong color wristband. You're being kicked off because you tested positive for COVID-19. It's a safety issue for the rest of the passengers.
We go to our room, we go about, we follow everybody with the purple bracelet thinking they're the non-vaccinated people. All of a sudden, we're out on the deck yesterday and security's like all around us. And she notices this. She goes, "Why is security all around us?" I said, "I don't know, maybe something happened." And we were laughing. And then we go to get something to eat, and then the person who said she was in charge of security or whatever, she comes and says, "Is your room 8322? I'm like, "Yeah." She goes, "Are you vaccinated?" First of all, that's against HIPAA.
I wonder if any of these Karens are ever going to look up what HIPAA actually is, because HIPAA is designed to protect confidential patient information from being misused by healthcare entities. So a cruise ship employee asking a Karen whether she's vaccinated or not is not a violation of HIPAA, you idiot.
I said, no, I'm not. And she knew that because it was in my paper. So she goes, "Oh, you got to come with us. You weren't vaccinated when you got on the cruise. I mean, you weren't tested." I'm like, "We tested prior. I called the day before. They said we didn't need it."
You guys can believe her story if you want to, but I don't. Because she knew what was expected of her unvaccinated privilege. She knew that by being unvaccinated that she would be subject to mandatory testing upon boarding the ship. She thought she got away with fooling everyone, until she didn't.
So because they up, excuse my French, because the cruise line up and didn't give us a COVID test on the ship that they were supposed to do, they held us in a locked room down here for 3 hours. And then gave us a COVID test, and I knew they were going to say it was coming back positive. You know why I knew they were going to say positive? Because I told them they put me around vaccinated people who were not tested for COVID, who could be a carrier, could be asymptomatic and not even know about it.
Well, if that's the case, then you won't be the only one testing positive for COVID on that ship. Now, the real question is, did Karen learn her lesson, and will she go get vaccinated? What do you guys think?
I know I don't have COVID. The people who were tested that didn't have COVID, I would have felt more comfortable around the people that tested negative that didn't have the vaccine than the people who had the vaccine. So I said, if something happens to me and I go home and I get COVID, I'm coming after Royal Caribbean.
So you're gonna blame Royal Caribbean because you're too much of a fucking Neanderthal to go get vaccinated. Shut up, Karen.
Well, just so happens that I get COVID. Here he is. Not happy. It's just mortifying. It's humiliating. It's mortifying. That's our report. We need you to sign it so I can take a picture of it.
Listen, I signed it, no problem. I'm going to give you my number.
Okay.
You can take my personal number.
Take his. You have the pen. Do it in the envelope or something. So the paper you gave me was for what you're going to reimburse me is for the cruise ship to come for a future cruise.
If I were him, I'd give her a voucher to go on any Royal Caribbean cruise she wanted to go on, as long as I'm not anywhere near that ship.
So, this is...
Okay.
Okay.
At least he's calm. The other ones talked down to us like we were like, I don't even know, fifth world country. Like we weren't even citizens of this planet.
Is your bags in here?
Those are our bags, yes.
So, what we've done is, they're going to refund this cruise.
Uh-huh.
What I gave you is that in the future,
Mm-hmm.
that you can come back and take a cruise, which will be the same value as the refund on this one.
Okay.
You can book again, so it's essentially, it's a free cruise.
Plus, well, I'm getting my money back.
And you're getting your money back for this one.
Okay, and then what are they going to do with my airfare that I had to fly to Florida to come to this to this trip?
Goddamn, Karen! They gave you a free cruise and they're giving you back all the money you spent on this cruise. You know, you could just reimburse yourself back from all that extra money they gave you, right?
The airfare, honestly, I don't know. Let me ask the question, but if you have my number, you can message me on my email address. Actually, I can give you the email address on the envelope as well.
Okay.
So you can email it to me.
Mm-hmm.
And we can ask the question, what is it that we can do for you, yeah?
All right. I want to say thank you for being calm
No problem.
and being respectful to us, not like those other ones in there. That they surrounded us like what? Like where were we running? I'm gonna jump ship. I'm not that good of a swimmer.
You're not that important, Karen. They were probably just surrounding you so that they could keep other passengers from getting too close to you, at least until you got tested, which came back positive, so they were actually doing exactly what they needed to do.
An ambulance. I'm going in an ambulance. I might need it by the time I get there. I might have a heart attack. I'm going to 4 doctors. You understand? 4. I'm going for 4 different COVID tests. 1 through the government, 1 through my doctor, and 2 anonymously.
Wait, didn't you say earlier that you were gonna go get 3 tests and now you're gonna go get 4? And how the fuck do you think an anonymous test, let alone 2, is going to help you out in this situation?
And then I'm doing my antibodies again, okay? And then I'm going to an infectious specialist, and I'm going to tell her the one I spoke to, exactly what I went through, and I want her to give me a report.
I'm sure your infection specialist is just going to love to hear how self-entitled you are. And if she's not, well, I'm sure there'll be a full-size complaint form and a manager to speak to.
Just recording for my own safety.
All right,
Thank
guys.
you.
No problem. Have a safe flight. Thank you very much.
Yeah, don't worry.
Can you imagine this? Look at this. I'm going to touch everything, so they have to. I'm going to lick everybody's doorknob on the way out. By the way, I did that last night.
I know nothing will probably come of this, but that claim that she just made can be construed as a terroristic threat. And recently, there have been people who have been charged for doing things that were very similar to this. It's along the same lines as saying, I have a bomb in an airport, or there's a fire in a theater. It's not protected speech. Okay, so I think this is going to be where we end the video today. Time and time again, Karens have proven that they are the knowers of everything, while at the same time showing that they don't know shit. Because Karens are a bunch of fucking idiots. Alright guys, thanks for making it to the end of the video. If you found this video interesting or entertaining, then give it a thumbs up, leave a comment below, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And a massive shout out to all of my channel members and patrons whose support helps me keep doing what I love to do. Calling out idiots on the internet. I'm Team Skeptic, and I'm out.